Who's got the upper hand in Wilton, New York? Is it the buyers? Is it the sellers? Well, the answer to that may surprise you. I'm going to be breaking down the real estate market in Wilton, New York right now. I'm going to be letting you know where the houses are selling, how long they're sitting on the market for, how much they're selling for, and who exactly has got the upper hand here. Is it the buyers or is it the sellers? So let's take a look at those numbers and dive into that right now. So my name is Chris McMahon, a local real estate agent right here in the Wilton, New York area, and we're going to be breaking down these numbers and going everything. So with that said, let's just jump in and let's dive right in to what we got going on here. So first off, it's a small market, but there's some big competition in this area. So it is the outside of Saratoga Springs, so it's right in there. In fact, it's the same school district, so this is why this is a great market. And it's a little bit cheaper. I mean, but the only disadvantage that you may have here in Wilton is that you're not necessarily in walking distance to that downtown area. You do got to drive into it, but other than that, there's some great advantages. Same school districts, you got all the same amenities in that area there, which has brought in a lot of competition. All right, so right now we only have 5 active listings. There are 4 new ones that came on last month and 5 sold. So it's sitting at about a little under 2 months for the month of supply right now. So inventory is tight. It remains constrained there, but good listings can move very quickly in there, as we'll see in a minute here. So pricing does matter. And in this area, it's getting roughly about $200,000 less per home than in the city limits of Saratoga Springs itself here. So that's why a lot of people like Wilton, because it's a little bit more affordable than the luxury living in the $1 million plus homes that you see inside the city limits a lot. So as we talk about here, median price here is $600,000. This is for last month. Okay. That was based on only the 5 sales that we had right now. And like we said, there's only about 4 or 5 on the market right about now that we're at the time of this recording here. But the median sales price is $689, which is up 13.1% from 2025 at this time right now. So when the average sales were at 702,000, which we were looking in the city limits of Saratoga, was pushing up more about the 800 and 900,000 that we were just talking about. So definitely more affordability, and the taxes are lower there because there's a lot of business in Wilton, which pays for a lot of the school taxes. So you got lower taxes out there as well. Another big advantage to living in Wilton. So like not only do you get all the benefits of Saratoga, but you get a cheaper tax base on that as well. So most of the active listings that we did see here are up over $500,000. So it's a beautiful areas with some great neighborhoods and some beautiful homes to choose from in there too. So year to date, the pricing is still strong, and let's check what we got on the next one here. So inventory is still the story. As we mentioned before, there's 5 active listings, 3 medium days on the market. So the list to sales ratio, this is a huge number that we're looking at right here. 113.8 list to sales ratio, which means if they're listing it for 500,000, they're getting 13.8% higher than that on average. But these are homes that are priced correctly. Okay, this is important to know. All right, homes that are priced correctly are still getting a lot of activity, and still a lot of them are still going over asking. Generally, in the area as a whole, we're looking at about 40% of the homes that are priced correctly are getting over asking and getting multiple offers in it as well. Okay, so pricing is a strategy not to be overlooked. Okay, very important thing is what we're going to do. So the low inventory here does support the sellers. All right, so we got more people who are looking at those homes with the low numbers that are out there. New listings have risen year to date about 23.5%, which is kind of normal because we're getting into the selling season as a right here. So buyers, that being said, you need to have yourself set up on property orders that they're coming in. You also need to be ready with your financing. So when these homes do come on the market, you are ready for them and ready to go. Okay. How we're going to play this market right here. Okay, first off, buyers, be ready to move. Like I said, have your pre-approval right in there. Have alerts set up so you're getting notified ahead of time when you know that. So you're going to be getting these notifications right as it makes a change in the MLS. I set up all my clients with this. So they're getting it before it's even hitting Zillow and all the other websites that are out there as well. So decide quickly. Have your needs, your wants. When you go in there, is this fitting your needs? How many wants is it? How many boxes is it checking? Basically, is what you want to know. So you're good and ready, and you're prepared to make that offer when you find the right house. Okay, sellers, you want to launch well. Okay, you want to be disciplined with your price. Like I said, being important is coming out and pricing it correctly. If you're pricing it high, if your house is sitting on the market 30, 60, 90 days on the market, then you got to really, one of the big things you want to check is your pricing. Okay, because houses that are priced properly are moving. We got there. You want to win that first week, get as many eyes as you can on there, and you can. Presentation matters. Make sure you get everything ready. Presentation ready. As far as getting the eyes on the property, what do you want to do? You want to get it out all to those sites. You want to get it on the MLS. You want to get a sign out in front. You want to get a one-page the website with a QR code that's going out on all your marketing and social media. You want to get a video of the home getting pushed out to YouTube, and you want an aggressive social media campaign that's kind of really pushing it out, getting as many eyes on there. That's just to name a few things to get out there. Win that first week, and you're going to be doing great in that market. Okay. Investors in this area, you want to be selective. Okay. I would really kind of encourage you to look for homes where you could force equity into it in this spot right here. There are some rental properties in there, some very good quality rental properties in there, but to make your money on this one, I'm going to say you're going to want to look for some underpriced, valued properties that you can come in there, force equity in, raise that up, raise the rents, and then profit right out of the gate with that right there. So, interest rates, they're hovering about 6 1/3 right now. There's been some ups and downs with that in the last couple of months. But right about now, it's sitting about 6 1/3, right in there mixed in with the national rate and everything. So has dipped below 6%. As this year continues to go on, we are expecting to see those rates kind of slowly make that move down here. Okay. So what's your next move? Okay. Reach out and get a hold of me. Be more than happy if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in a property right here. Reach out and get a hold of me. Let's get the value of your house. All right, for you sellers out there, go through. I'll give you ideas of what you could do to increase and get top dollar for the things that are low, cheap, not take a lot of time, and put a strategy together to get all as many eyes as we can on that property and get that listed and get that sold quickly for you. Buyers, again, we got to get you pre-approved. I got some lenders that I can get you in touch with, get you pre-approved. I got different strategies and different products for you for whatever situation you're looking for. If you're looking to put as little money down as you can, maybe 3% down, or if you're looking for invest in a property, something like that, maybe look at the BRRRR method and refinance as you go through on that one. So I got some lenders that I can get you hooked up with to get that taken care of and get that plan together and to get those property courts set up for you as well. Okay. And investors, let's keep this in mind right here. Let's go through when you have a property and we can run that through my deal analyzer here and get a pretty good idea of what your return on investment is going to be, because that's one of the most important things you want to know. You want to know what your return on investment is going to be and when you're going to be in the green, on the black for that one. So we can run that through my deal analyzer and be able to come up with some numbers and give you a pretty good idea of what you're looking at there. So subscribe to the channel if you found any value in this, or you're seeing when we're coming out. I'm doing these videos all the time and we get to cover all things real estate and all things in Saratoga and the surrounding area. So subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when those next ones coming out. And also, any of your real estate questions, my information is down below. Message me, whatever platform you're seeing this on. You can DM me on that one. My cell phone number is down there. My email is down there. Call, text for the fastest response. And let's get you set up and on a plan and a system set in place for you today.